World of Warships put in subs way like what, a year ago now, and if War Thunder is just now getting around to it, that's hilarious. All right, well, that's another enemy convoy destroyed. Let's go kill another one. But in reality, and this is kind of the thing that this game doesn't truly represent, is the bridge. So if we look at our ship here for a second. So the captain, in this regard, they simplified it for the purposes of the game. But the captain would also have, like, I can't scroll in far enough. But you would have the helmsman down here in the wheelhouse. The captain would actually be up on this upper conning position, where he would be directing fires. The XO would be down in that area, down in the wheelhouse, more than likely. I understand that. But yeah, there is kind of a separation between the captain and the XO during battle, because if a single shell hits an area, you don't want both of them dying at the same time. But then in modern ships, like, it's even more apparent, because you have the CIC, which is down in the bowels of the ship. But the problem with modern ships is that they're not designed to take hits. Like, this ship right here has armor. Probably has more armor than, like, an Alaberg class destroyer. Like, to be completely frank. Modern ships are not designed to take hits. That's why they have the defensive measures that they do. But no, I could imagine that in War Thunder it's even more terrifying, just from the perspective that you're, like, literally, like, playing a soft simulator at all times. Okay, you're closing the distance on purpose. I'm turning away from you now. Okay, main battery, I need you to actually land those hits. Come on. Okay, there we go, boys. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Those are the kind of hits we're looking for. It depends on the type of missile, so it purely depends on the type of warhead involved. Okay, wow, that went boom really quick. Wow. He took one solid penetration, and that just went up like a freaking Christmas tree. Ooh, purdy. Whee! 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 Oh my god, I love the flash fires. I love them so much. Oh, so good. But yeah, it really depends on the warhead in question. So if you're using a tandem warhead, yeah, you're gonna have a shit ton of penetration. If you're using a solid, a single charge warhead, not really. You're gonna have a lot of immediate surface damage. That's the kind of if you're using like an MLRS, for example, you're using a single stage warhead. Because you want something, or an airburst warhead. Those two things, because you want surface damage, not, warhead going into ground and blowing up. So, just depends on the warhead you're using. Or you can get really, really, really fucky and be like Russia and say, fuck it, we're going to have a thermobaric warhead. And then at that point in time, everybody's looking at you like, is that a war crime? Nope. Should we make it a war crime? Nope. Why? Because they're not going to sign it anyways. The Russians aren't stupid. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. You have HE missiles and you have AP missiles. Like, for example, the TOW missile is a tandem warhead. Actually, I think there are some versions that are three different charges. But it all goes off so instantaneously you don't realize that it's detonating 3 different charges at once. Or basically at once. It's like milliseconds between each other. Like, for example, an RPG, RPG-7, it's a tandem warhead. Smacks, slight explosion, and then it has the primary charge, which is what creates the copper jet that then creates the penetration. Come on, dude. Northeast? Did they turn away from me? Probably. The Kinzhal, yes, it's a very, very capable missile. Like, incredibly so. I've seen 2 videos of strikes that they've committed with the Kinzhals, and they're terrifying because, so, something to understand about missile trajectories. So there are 2 trajectories that are incredibly hard to intercept. Pure horizontal, low level. So if you're able to be at a low enough altitude, and you're able to just nape of the earth. That's what it's called, nape of the earth. If you're able to do nape of the earth insertion of a missile, incredibly hard to interdict. The next one is vertical. If a missile is coming straight the fuck down vertically, it is nigh impossible to intercept. Yes, heat projectiles are technically tandem warheads, because there's a small first explosion and then there's the large secondary explosion. All right, we're just gonna end it. We clearly aren't gonna intercept them. It's only 3 transports. We still won. Actually, that'd be something I'd be interested in seeing if you guys would be interested in. Would be the what is it again? Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow has kind of caught my attention. I used to play a lot of War Game back in the day, but I stopped playing after a while. So, but Broken Arrow definitely caught my eye a little bit. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. Well, the Beauvais's eating today. Let's go. Let's actually do that because that, yeah, we definitely have the space to do it, and that's a lot of money. Actually, should I? Alright, so we've got the Beauvais and the Massenas, which are the same. Do we have barbettes? We do have barbettes. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna do it. Broken Arrow, just fix it. You're a punny little guy, aren't you? Punny little bastard, aren't you? I see your laughs. bad boys. That gives us plenty of that. Drop that on there. Drop that. Right. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to design. Do we go with? So the Messenas are 12s. So we'll go 12s. And then we can go ahead and can we fit a barbette? I need to fit barbette. Let me fit barbette. Then we can put secondary. Let's go 5-inch gun. Then that 5-incher can do that. You can do another 5-incher here. Bretagne or Corvette? Hold on, give me a second. Let me go ahead and look those up real quick because I actually don't know French ship classes whatsoever. So if you okay, that's not true. I do know the Richelieu, and I know a couple of them, but I don't know them that well. So let's check these out. All right, so we got the Corvette class. And we got speed of 21 knots, a displacement of 23 or 25,000 tons displacement. How big can we get with this? 28. Yeah, let's go to 20 or 26,000. So we'll go to 26,000. We'll go. How do you? Yeah, we'll get a little historical with it. Now that's a ship that would not, doesn't need a smokescreen. Have you seen the Celevantes? All right. All right. So speed of 21 knots. Actually, depending on the speed of these, 21.5. We're gonna go ahistorical. We'll go 22 knots just to make them a little faster. All right, 6 times twin 12-inch guns. So we need 6 12-inch guns. Or 6 twin 12-inch. So what was the... All right, so... Okay, so we can't technically build the ship. Because in order to get 6 turrets of 12-inch, we need a X and Y turret. We can only have an AB turret. But we can get the side-mounted 12-inch gun, maybe. So let's see if we can make it work. So a little on the ahistorical side, but hey, you know what? We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. All right, and then looks like I had a bunch of casement guns and no turret secondaries. So no turret secondaries and a bunch of casement guns. Okay. Let's see, can we fit that in there? Yeah, we can. All right, engine efficiency is going to kind of be crap, but if not on these hauls, maybe later ones can work out. Maybe we'll save the Britannia, is that how you say it? We'll save that. We'll design this though. We'll do this. It's an interesting little layout. This reminds me. What was the? There was a British dreadnought that had this kind of layout. Where it had the AB turret had a single rear turret and then 2 wing turrets. I forget what the British called that one. Okay, so she had a armament of a metric Aston of 5.4-inch guns. So let's go ahead, 5-inch. Probably not going to get as many 5-inch guns as historically noted, but that's fine. And then a few 1.9-inch guns. So we'll turn those into 1.9s. Then it did have torpedo tubes. I don't really like putting torpedo tubes on my battleships, but for the sake of the ship, we will do it. All right. Let's give her all the goodies. Might be able to fit Krupp 2 on there, or Barbette 2. And she had 17.7, so we'll give her 18-inch torpedoes just for a nice round number. And then armor. Her belt was up to 9.8 inches, so we'll go 10. And then we'll go 6 on the fore and aft, as that was the range. So, to think of it, a range from 5.5 to 9.8, so that means the main belt was 9.8. The fore and aft belts were 5.5. A deck of 1.6 to 2.8, so let's go a 3-inch main deck, and we'll go a 2-inch fore and aft. And then the conning tower was 10.5, so we'll go 11 just for numbers. And then the turrets, let's go ahead and do superstructure of 2-inch. We'll do 1.5 on the inner deck. All right, and then the turrets, it doesn't give a number for the actual turret layout. So, but it does note a 9.8 inch. So, I don't feel comfortable having that thin of a turret. So, we'll go 10, we'll go 10, we'll go 3, we'll do it like that. And then these need to be, what were they again? 5.4 inch guns, and then 1.9 inch guns. And then we'll go ahead and what calibers? Hold on. So 45. Okay, 12, 305, 45 caliber guns. Okay, so these need to come down. So they're at 48 right now. so those appropriate length guns for the ship. And then we have our the Canada 138 millimeter model 1910. This had, so it was a crap. Ahistorical for the sake of survivability. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Hold on. Math is not mathing. So okay, so hold on, I gotta figure this out. So 25 feet. So that's 300 divided by 5.4 equals 55 caliber. Okay, so I don't think we can get these guns long enough to be the proper caliber. Oh yeah, not even close. But these are these are supposed to be 5.4 by 55 caliber. 55.5 caliber, so technically I could go to 56 caliber. These are some high velocity guns at the end of the day. Holy shit. And then I'm having fun with this. Model 1902 Hotchkiss guns, the 1.9s. And we'll leave them for, we'll leave these. Like, honestly speaking, we'll just leave them. Actually, I feel like 35 is actually the number for these. I feel like that the 47 mil Hotchkiss is an anti-tank or is an anti-aircraft gun or an anti-tank gun or something like that. I feel like I've seen it's 47 by 35. I feel that for some reason. But yeah. And we still have plenty of tonnage to put a fourth turret on here. So technically, hey, you know what? It's ahistorical for right now, but we can make it pretty damn close. We can get this pretty damn close. I kind of fucks with it. The conning tower is completely obscured. Completely obscured by our forward turret here. Our B turret is just like, no, you will not see. But yeah, no, I fucks with it. Yeah, we can. She can get down on me. I fucks. And then again, let's just look at the Celavante. You want to talk about smokestacks? Let's talk about smokestacks, bud. Space for a refit. Yep. You want to talk about you want to talk about smokestacks? Let's talk about smokestacks. This thing doesn't need a smoke screen. Oh my lord. I still want to use the Celavante still because 24 knots. Like, think about this. This thing started with a speed of 19 knots and we increased it to 24 knots. It is stupid fast with how many secondaries it's got. This thing is the battle barge. The battle bus incoming. All right. Anything, they are quite well protected. Yes, they are. They're very well protected. They are very well protected. All right. We're actually gonna go ahead and queue up. We probably can't queue that many. How much? We can queue that many. Never mind. We're queuing that many. We're gonna queue 4 of them because we're gonna keep the Beauvays in the Pacific. That was actually something, I forget who suggested it, but somebody made the suggestion, like, hey, why not keep the Beauvays and design a new ship? 100% correct. Keep them in the Pacific and just make